Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Caitlin and I'm currently in the midst of a nobuyyear. It had gotten to the point at the end of 2022 that I was spending just way too much money on things, and makeup and skincare, beauty related items being the main part of that, which is why I decided to do a nobuyyear in the first place. So because I haven't been buying anything new, I've been dabbling a lot in putting together my own custom eyeshadow palettes, which I have a whole lot of videos that have done that. I'll put a playlist of them in the description if you want to check those out. And another thing that I've been doing fairly recently is looking at and paying more attention to makeup trends. I tried my hand at the latte makeup. I haven't done the strawberry, tomato, whatever thing. I feel like my face generally lives in a constant state of redness, so I'm kind of always strawberry girl, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, if you're into that kind of thing, then I hope you will consider subscribing. I would love to have you here for the rest of my journey of this year. Today, as the title will hopefully describe, I am going to be doing a fall type makeup inspired look. I don't think it's necessarily a trend or anything yet, but my theme that I'm going for is caramel apple. So I picked this NARS lipstick. It's the Ravishing Red matte lipstick, and that's going to sort of center my look and be the apple part of it. And then for my eyes, I'm going to try to do the carameliness. I picked the Smashbox, the Always On cream eyeshadow in the shade Ochre. It's more yellow than like caramel. It is a bit yellow, but caramel apple in general is just very fall. I am thinking like when the leaves turn color. Needless to say, I am very much ready for fall, even though it's the end of August and just last week we had like 100-degree weather. It was so hot, and I'm currently nursing a sunburn because I wasn't as diligent in reapplying sunscreen as I should have been. My face made it out okay. I've got a bit more redness like here and on my forehead than I normally would, but my arms and my back hurt so bad. They're so burnt. So even though I'm dealing with summer related stuff, I'm very much ready for fall. When I think of fall leading into it, I'm very much thinking of like you still generally have tan-ish skin, but I'm going for something like a little bit muted fall tones, so that's what I'm going to do. I am going to start with my eyebrows. Whenever I use a gel like the Patrick Ta, I always put it in first. You're supposed to put it in when you don't have any other products on your face. All I have on, I've done my skincare for the day, so the last bit is still sinking in a little bit. On my lips I just have some of the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. The pink, maybe it's just the shade Berry. Alright, so I've got the brow in. I guess I should preface, I'm trying to keep my complexion part fairly neutral and nothing too dramatic. The look is really going to be focusing on the lips with that red lipstick and the eyes. Normally I would start with an eyeshadow primer, but these Smashbox cream eyeshadows actually do a pretty good job of like setting to no budge on their own, and I'm not doing anything particularly crazy today, so I don't really have much of a need for it to like last a long time. Again, it's the shade Ochre. I'm going in with a Sephora 13 brush. It's flat but still a little bit on the fluffy side. While I'm putting the eyeshadow on, let me know in the comments, do you love fall as much as I do? It's like my favorite season. I grew up in Michigan and I went to college in Marquette, Michigan, which is in the Upper Peninsula. So fall and like going back to school time, starting at the end of August and into September, it's very much waiting for the leaves to change color, just like that crisp coolness in the air, but still gets like kind of warm in the afternoon, but very much jeans, hoodie weather. It's like my favorite. To darken up the outer corner and a little bit on my lower lash line, I'm going to go in with the ByTerry Ombre Blackstar in the shade Brown Perfection. And I'm going to do that with a Unit 127 brush. I'm just picking it up on the brush first. I feel like it's missing something. I need some like caramely, more caramel type tones. So I'm actually going to go in with the ColourPop Harry Potter palette and try to use some of these warmer brown shades, so Whomping Willow and Mandrake, and probably mix it a little bit with the like taupey Marauders matte, just to sort of mesh the yellow with the darker brown together. I'm going in with a Rephr 14 brush, first picking up the Whomping Willow. Alright, I'm using a little bit of the shades Hufflepuff and Marauders matte mixed together. It's definitely looking much more caramely. I'm going to go into the shade Mandrake with a Rephr 13 brush. It's like the 14 but a little bit smaller. Alright, I think what was going on is the ByTerry shade that I picked was a bit more on the cool side and was kind of lacking some warmth that I was going for to make it caramel-like. Okay, I like how that looks. I think I'm going to do my base after I put mascara on. And I had pulled the Victoria's Secret Lid Luster in the shade Honey just to add some sparkle and dimension if I wanted it. But I'm going to see how the base comes out and put the lipstick on first. And then if I feel like I need a little bit more on the eyes, I will do that. I'm just going to put some mascara on. Do I want any eyeliner? I guess. I'm going to take some of the Wayne Goss Essential Eye Kohl in the shade something Opal. I've sharpened it so far down that I can't see. I think it's Lustrous Opal maybe. And I'm just going to tightline with it. And now mascara, just using the Maybelline Rocket. It's waterproof. Okay, mascara is on. For my base, because I already have such redness going in and I've got my freckles and I kind of want my freckles to show through, I'm gonna try to make the sunburn work for me so that I don't need to apply too much like blush and stuff. To prime, I'm still trying to make my way through the InnBeauty Project Face Glaze, so I'm just going to squeeze some of that on. Just rub it in. I already had a little bit of a shine going on from my skincare. Okay, because my skin has a bit more color on it than normal, I'm going in with something that's normally a little bit too dark for me, but it's the No. 7 Protect and Perfect Advanced All-in-One Foundation. It's hydrating. It has a medium coverage. It also has octinoxate in it, which is something that generally makes my skin break out, so I even if it was the perfect color for me, I can't wear it too many days in a row because I would start breaking out from it. But this is the shade Cool Vanilla, and I'm not going for super heavy coverage, so even though it has a medium coverage, if I put it on with a damp beauty sponge, it shears it out a little bit. And I'm mostly just putting it in the places that I feel like I need coverage, which is generally my chin, because that's where I get hormonal breakouts, and then my forehead, because I tend to pick at my skin. It's a habit I'm trying really hard to break, but I tend to do it more when I'm stressed, and I've been not like super stressed at work, just kind of busy, I guess. I'm currently training in like another section of my department, but while still needing to like be doing work in my current lab. So sometimes it's hard, like learning a new form of testing, but still need, I don't know, it just, I'm learning new testing, but still needing to keep up the work that I have in my like normal lab. So because of that, I just like kind of have a tendency to pick more at my skin, and I know why I'm doing it, I just can't stop doing it. So wow, using that really makes me remember how much I enjoy the finish of it. So I still have the luminosity of the face glaze coming through, but it just looks like a really natural finish. For a bronzery type thing, I'm going in with the Rituel Defy Eros. I'm so close to being finished with this. I scraped it all from like around the sides and tried to push it in the middle so I could like get at it easier with a brush. And I'm kind of just using this as a bronzer, I guess, like sort of in the place that I would normally contour, but bringing it up also in like the bronzery type position, and a little bit on my forehead. I also just dyed my hair, so don't mind the like remnants of hair dye still on my skin around the hairline. It's fine. And then just to add like a little bit more, I'm going to use the shade Lust, also from Rituel Defy. I feel like it goes pretty well with the caramel apple type inspiration. And it's not like too far off from like the actual color that I've got going on my cheeks with the like a little bit of sunburn that I have going on. Alright, for highlight, I'm gonna go in with the Phytosurgence Divine Daylight Spectral Shine and the SkyBuff Brush. I really love this product. It's like a dry balm, but it just provides like a luminosity to it, like to the skin. It kind of looks quite shiny in the viewfinder, but in person it just looks like it just catches the light in a really nice way. Alright, to finish up my brows, I'm going to use the Milani Weekend Brow in the shade Espresso. I'm just going to zoom through this. Just to tone down some of the shine, I'm going to use a little bit of powder. I'm taking these two Hourglass, the ambient lighting powder in the shade Ethereal Light and Diffused Light, and I'm just going to mix them together on a Goss 10 brush. This isn't necessarily a setting powder. I think it's like described as a finishing powder. That foundation that I use doesn't really need to be like set. So I'm really just using this to take down just the shine. Basically avoiding my cheekbones so that Phytosurgence keeps doing its thing. I pulled a bronzer to use. I might just throw a tiny bit of it on. It's the Skin Mimetic Micro Suede bronzer in the shade Lunar. I'm going to use this Ulta Beauty bronzer brush. And just like a very light amount. Alright, so basically up until now it's been latte makeup. This lipstick is what's going to take it from latte to caramel apple. So again, it's the NARS lipstick in Ravishing Red. And I'm not going to go like full on with it. I'm going to do a little bit and then like blot it with my finger to make it look like a soft blurred edge. Okay, here it is, my Ready for Fall caramel apple makeup. Basically latte makeup, but with a reddish lip. I'm going to keep the eyes matte. I pulled the Victoria Beckham if I want to throw some glitter on, but I think I like that the only like shine and luminosity is coming from my cheeks with that Phytosurgence highlighter. I like that everything else is matte, including the lip. I like the soft blurred edges of it, and I think it's a perfect makeup for fall. And if you can't tell, I'm very much ready for fall. I really don't like hot weather at all. Cooler temperatures, I'm looking for you. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you're new here, I am very much into trying to use up the makeup that I already have, especially use up the skincare that I already have. And I've been doing a lot of shop my stash, revisiting makeup that maybe I forgot about. So if you're into that kind of thing where it's not just new makeup releases and trying new makeup all the time, then I hope you'll consider subscribing. If you liked this and you want to see me try to do more makeup trends type makeup, then hit the like button. It will let me know that that's what you want to see. That's all I've got. I will see you in the next one. Bye!